Hey folks, welcome to another HeroPress tip of the week. This week I'm going to show you how to change a WordPress password in the database. And we'll talk about why you might want to do that in a little bit. But first, I want to show you how. So I have a user called Topher, and I'm going to try to log in with the username or the password Topher, and it doesn't work. So we want to change it in the database. I have here phpMyAdmin, which is probably what you're going to find on most hosts. My username and password happen to be root because I'm on a local install. You would need to find out what yours are from your host. Often you don't even need to put them in. If you log in via their panel, it just takes you right in. So here we are. On the left are your database, your databases. In many cases, you'll only see the one with your WordPress install, or if not, if there are more, they'll be better named. And mine, in this case, is just called local because I'm using local. So here are my tables, and here's users. And here is my user, Topher. And I have this password. Let's say never there. I recommend copying what's here and storing it someplace because you may want to put it back. You may want to restore the original. But we're going to click edit here on the left. And I'm just going to put in a new password here. We'll just make the password be Topher. And then this is key right here. Going to click this down, or drop down, and we're going to go down to the M's and choose MD5. MD5 is an older hashing algorithm. It's not secure at all. But it's okay for this instance, and I'll show you why. So then we go down to the bottom and we click go, and it has been updated. And there you can see my new password hashed as MD5. And you can see it doesn't look the same as Bob's here. That's because this is hashed using a different algorithm. So now I can go back to WordPress and log in with Topher. Now, all I've done is log in, but I want to show you a cool thing. If we go back and click browse here at the top, it'll just refresh this page. And you'll see that my password has been rehashed in a suitably secure algorithm. So even though I set it to MD5, if you simply log in right away, it'll rehash it securely. So now you can either just change your password here to something better or different. But if you need to restore this user's password, you can simply repaste in the old one. And now it's back. And there will be no issues. When you mess around with stuff like this, it will often log you right out. So I'm going to log in with my old password, and you can see it was restored. Now you may say, why would we do this? I do this most often when I take possession of a database export from a client, contractor, whatever. They just send me a copy of their database and say, here you go. And it might have a dozen users in there. But I don't have a user. So I just pick one that has admin, change their password temporarily in the database. And then when I'm done, I put back their original password. So that's the reason I do it most often. There are any number of reasons. You might need to do it on a broken website or a hacked website or whatever. And I'd like to point out, this isn't really hacking WordPress or anything like that, because in order to get into this database, I had to have the appropriate passwords. So it's not like just anybody can do this. It's just a new way to change your password if you can't do it via the normal change password mechanism, which is right here. I hope you find it useful.